Okay, Coach, well, this place can get downright loud when the roof is closed, and that's the situation here today at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Look. Squeeze.
Check. Out. Check 37. Check 37.
They begin with a run by Smith. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 16-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They hand off to their big tight end. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go. Recon, 132 fighter.
Mike 51. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 43.
Hey, Charlie.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Army.
Working from the gun. Manning looking deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Bears.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go. Leo.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Rock it. Snap.
Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Clayton. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this one is right down the middle. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 99.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Here's Kaepernick. Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
You ain't going nowhere. 25, check 25, check 25.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 50 seconds. 60 out long. 55 at the line. You can't break. You can't block me. 56. 55.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to the running back, Naeem Hines. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
To throw is Kaepernick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Hines. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Bears' 47-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check three. Nice go. Come on. 55, Mike. Watch the run.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. His throw incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Watch the pass. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, lock it. Switch. 49, check 49, check 49. And shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards on the ground.
And the Bears first down.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. It doesn't matter what you do otherwise. don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Texans' 16-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Let's go, let's go.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, it's Clayton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. In for the score as the Bears push further out in front.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross, his 3rd down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Switch gears. 36.
Hey, Sam on.
Press zone. Undercrush.
Hey, orbit.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Check three.
Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Clayton, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Snap comes at 1. Manning into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, it's Clayton. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
He's not going to get me.
Manning going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Manning finds his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, Echo.
From the gun, it's Manning. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Topper!
Shit! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Hey! Watch the ship! Watch the ship!
Look at me! Go! Ready?
On second down, it's Clayton. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
On the set.
Check, 59. Hey, keep it up. Hey, watch it. Check, lucky.
Snap.
From the gun on third down, Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Hines. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Down to lose one. Watch up, go. Watch tight. Tight is right. Alert. 3 out.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
On first down, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check. Mike, 55.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Clayton. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 22, Manning. He'll buy some time right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Down. 8, read.
I'm coming after you.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Clayton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
50, play.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Manning. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Ready up.
51's the mic.
We ain't giving up nothing with that.
Big ass. Hatchet.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the shift. Check 4. Check 4.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Kaepernick going to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Kaepernick now to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll try. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
60 or.
Check 37. Check 37. Wide. Get wide. Slam. Check 43. Kill. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clayton, 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward.
Shotgun now for Manning. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 14 yards into Chicago. First down.
60 Pittsburgh.
First down, Bears.
Switch.
Ready?
On first down, it's Clayton. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards.
Kill.
Rocket. Snap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Hines, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Watch the twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clayton, and he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's all out. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Clayton, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
6-6, pull it high, 30 base.
What we got? Go, Mike.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Hey, let's go. Now watch one. 51's the mic.
Get it.
Now on 2nd and 13, Manning. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
You draw quarter, 5.
They run the counter. Clayton. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. Hayward. 164.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Don't get nervous.
To throw is Kaepernick. Throwing left side, it's complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Kaepernick to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, check my 80 weapons.
This is Hines fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. 55, Mark 55. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got
Back to throw. Kaepernick. Now in desperation. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready? 8 threes.
Crunch time.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hit it.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans' 31-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.